Thank you for tuning in to this end-of-day version of the Vulcan Report. This is our after the closing bell market wrap-up. You will notice that today in our indexes, the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Dow, for the most part, we really didn't get any fills because it was just like I told you, an inside day. Now, the interesting part is that we went from a narrow range day to an inside low day. So the range expanded as we accelerated to the downside, and in addition to that, we stayed right inside of Friday's low, even though we took out the high on the futures. Okay, when you take a look at the actual Dow index itself, you'll notice that it was a complete inside day, and you could actually classify it as a narrow range day. So you can't always go by the futures. But clicking back to the futures real quick, just so you can see, the Dow futures right now is slightly positive. It's up 9 points right now. So we could waffle around here for the next couple of days, until the market decides it wants to take a direction. Overall, we are still bearish. We're still in a bear market. We still have bearish momentum. It doesn't mean that we can't have these false breakouts to the upside. But what it does mean is that, basically any and every rally is going to be met with selling. It's just how it is. Unless something miraculous happens, the market is headed for a disaster course to the downside. And not only that, but if you keep it real, you see that today we closed in the futures below 10,000. And if you take a look at the actual index, you will find that the index closed just barely above 10,000. We closed at the 10,009. So futures is pointing lower. So the index needs to catch up to the futures because we haven't done that in the cash today. Okay, so that means the futures is actually leading the cash. So wherever the futures goes, the cash will follow. It's just how it is. It always tends to be that way. Now there can be a plus or minus a few points here and there on the high or the low side, but the bottom line is the cash is going to follow the futures. So we can expect more selling tomorrow, possibly based on where we close today. Now, of course, I'll put out tomorrow's video later this evening, and we'll take a look at what we're looking at to do for tomorrow. One note I want to let you guys know is that we're going into the this is considered like a holiday week where people take their last-minute vacations before the end of the traditional summer vacation as the kiddies head back to school. So people are going to take their last, run away to the Hamptons or wherever they're going to be doing. So you're going to see light volume. And as you see today, here's the volume. You see it was light volume today. So not a whole lot to see. But just remember, as I've taught you, you're going to want to place those post-wave support and resistance trades, and regardless. Sometimes those trades will set there for, 3 to 5 days. I've seen a max of 7 days out. Because remember, the post-scan swing VIX leads the market 3 to 5 days on average. Okay, sometimes the market will lag by an extra 2 days, so it can be 3 to 7 days. But on average, it's 3 to 5 days. The post-scan swing VIX is a leading indicator, all right, of order flow. It is a measure of order flow. It follows the money. And it also shows you where the reversals can be found 9 times out of 10. So when you see that, you're going to need to really pay attention to it and follow it. Again, I caution everyone, it's light volume week, so the market will probably just waffle around until Friday. And, we'll probably pick up some major direction the first week of September. I've been warning you about September. I told you that we will consolidate until September. September is upon us, and we could see some major fireworks in the tune of hardcore selling to the downside. It's just the way it's looking, folks. That's not my opinion or my bias. I'm just looking at the charts. You see, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to see that this is a downward channel right here. You know, you have eyes. You can see this. You know, you see this top here. You see this top here. You see this top here. All right. What happens after the top is made? We go down. Top, top, down. Top, down. Okay. It's just the way the market's moving. It's not saying that it's definitely going to do that. We don't know which way it's going to break, but again, you know, we're momentum players. That's what we do. We play the breakouts. Okay. We're trend followers. When the market's not trending, well, a lot of times we don't get a fill. When the markets are trending, that's when we make our money. So today's action was a little quiet, not a lot to see, not a lot going on as far as price action. So we'll have to wait around and see what happens tomorrow. All right, so that's pretty much it on our market wrap up. Quiet day, not much going on. I will update you once I do my updates. Later this evening, I'll put up the video for tomorrow's entry points, and we'll see what's in play and where some money can possibly be made. All right. So remember to take what you can, give nothing back. Peace.